Da 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 da. Expecto Patronum. Okay, I don't know what that was, but welcome back to my channel, Jayden.reads. So today I am going to be going over my TBR for the upcoming Reading Rush Booktubeathon challenge thing. But I am brand new to BookTube. I started my channel like last month, I think. And so I haven't been here for very long, and something that I really wanted to do when I first started BookTube was to reread all the Harry Potter series, because these were like my favorite books growing up. This is what got me into reading, and it was one of my goals. Like, I told myself, okay, if I'm going to make a channel and like talk about books, then I'm also going to use it as an excuse to reread all the Harry Potter books and talk about my thoughts and all that. So this summer, I was already planning on doing a Harry Potter reread, and I had planned everything out. I'm a huge planner, and so I had like made this list and edited it and revised it a million times, and I'm still editing and revising it now. But I was like, okay, I'm going to like read one book a week, and I'm going to do a Harry Potter themed craft and make a Harry Potter themed treat based on that book, and then watch the movie and do like a reading vlog every week. And just like, I made this huge plan, and it was something that I was really proud of and something that I really wanted to do. And then I started hearing all about Reading Rush, or what has previously been called Booktubeathon, I think, like this week-long reading challenge. I don't really know what it is, like a readathon that everybody on BookTube all does together. And I was like, well, that's probably going to be a lot of work, and I probably can't do both my challenges separately. Just in my head, I was like, if I do Reading Rush, then I shouldn't do the Harry Potter thing, because for some reason in my head it was too much work. I don't know, I don't understand me either. But anyway, I was like, I'm not going to do Reading Rush this year. Like, I'm just going to do my Harry Potter challenge that I made up for myself. But then I started to think about it, and I was like, well, I chose to be involved in this community, and Reading Rush is something that is like a BookTube-wide event that everybody all does together, and it is supposed to be a big community building thing and bring people together. And I thought, okay, like, this is my first year, I can't be a party pooper, I must participate. So, I have officially decided that I'm going to participate in Reading Rush, but I'm going to put my own twist on it. And that is that I want to read all of the Harry Potter books within Reading Rush. Reading Rush only lasts for a single week, and so I don't know if I can do that. I wrote down somewhere, let me see. Yeah, so Harry Potter, the entire series, altogether, has 4,224 pages in it, and so if I completed all of these books, my glasses are falling off, if I completed all of these books in a week, that would be 603 pages per day that I would have to read. So I'm a good reader and all, but I don't know if I'm that good that every day I can read 603 pages, because that pretty much means shirking every other responsibility that I have, especially if I want to be doing crafts and treats and watching the movie adaptations. I'm not saying that this is a practical TBR. I'm not saying that I will complete it. I'm saying that this is my goal, and this is my way of participating in Reading Rush and my Harry Potter TBR vlog party thing. Yeah, it's just me trying to combine them. I'm sure that it's going to go on longer than the week of Reading Rush, but I'm going to try to complete as much as I can within the week of Reading Rush. And if you know anything about Reading Rush, you know that this year they've stepped up and they've changed things up, and I guess they created an entire website, and they have these challenges for you to do and these badges that you can earn. And I was like, oh, I want to earn these badges. And so they have these prompts of things that you should like be reading during Reading Rush, or certain ways you should be reading. Like I said, I've never done it in the past, but I have a list of all of the prompts that they have for this year. It's a little messy, but I made all of the Harry Potter books fit into these prompts. I'm going to go through and tell you my TBR, and yeah, let's just get to that. So one of the prompts is to read an author's first book, like the first book an author's ever written. Obviously, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is J.K. Rowling's first book. So I will be reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. While I read this book, I'm going to want to do some crafts and treat making, like I said. I'm not totally sure on what I'm going to do for every different book, but for this book, I'm planning on making a homemade wand, and this is also a homemade wand, but this was like my first attempt, and it's pretty sad and not that good, so I'm going to try to make a better one with this. The second challenge is to read a book with a non-human main character, and this is probably the one that I have to stretch the most to fit into this challenge, but I decided to have that count for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, because if we're looking for someone who's not a human main character, we don't have to look very far, because if you remember from the very first Harry Potter, Hagrid drops his bomb on us and he says, "You're a wizard, Harry." So he's a wizard, not a person. Actually, I know that you can be a wizard and a person, and that's not a real thing, but I had to make it work somehow. And also, in their like intro video to Reading Rush, they were saying that you could kind of stretch this and make it work with what you needed to. And Dobby also plays a very big role in this book, and he's not a person, so I think it counts. I don't know. The next challenge on this list is to read a book in the same spot for the entire time. For this one, I chose to do The Prisoner of Azkaban because it's like still kind of on the shorter side, so I think it might be a little easier to read it in the same spot the entire time. I'm not sure which spot I'm going to pick because, I mean, I know it will be in my house, but like I have a couch, I have a bed, I have a chair, I have a bath, like I have a bunch of spots where I love to read, but I don't know about sitting in the exact same spot for the entire time. I guess when that book rolls around, I'll just have to pick wherever sounds the comfiest. And also, I don't currently have that book. I'm going to have to get it from the library because all of these Harry Potter books, I just barely went home to visit my family for the 4th of July, and I brought up our like old ancient set of the Harry Potter books. And my little sister has just recently got into reading Harry Potter, and she evidently lost Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, so I'm gonna have to borrow that one from the library. Don't have it in this wonderful like jumbled collection. The next prompt is to read a book to movie adaptation, and obviously all of these books have been adapted to movies, but I chose Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire for this challenge because while this isn't my favorite book, I do think that it's my favorite book to movie adaptation because there's just so much that happens and so many fun scenes. I'll be honest, I love like dressing up and, you know, fancy dresses and gowns and balls and all of that, and I just love that the Yule Ball is in this book and also in the movie because I love seeing everybody like all dressed up and all fancy. And so yeah, this is probably my favorite book to movie adaptation out of the Harry Potter movies, which is why I chose this one. The next prompt is to read a book that you meant to read last year. For this prompt, I chose Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I don't know why I always feel the need to like point with this wand. Oh, here we go. But I chose this book because this is my favorite book out of the Harry Potter series. I just love like Dumbledore's army and the idea of this underground rebellion and this uprising, and that, you know, we're only 15 but we can take matters into our own hands. I don't know, this book was really empowering for me growing up, so this is my absolute favorite Harry Potter. I figure since this is one of my all-time favorite books, I mean to read it every year. Definitely meant to read it last year too, so I guess it kind of counts. I don't know. Okay, the next prompt is to read a book with purple on the cover, and lucky for me, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince has some purple right here, if you can see. Harry Potter is in purple. So yeah, not much more explanation needed there. I'll be reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Finally, the last prompt is to read a book with 5 or more words in the title, which all of the Harry Potter books have 5 or more words in the title. I don't know, this challenge didn't seem like that difficult or anything, but I'll be reading Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows for this last challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It barely makes it. That is my Reading Rush TBR. I'm super excited to be joining this challenge and to be participating in this like booktube community-wide event. I can't wait to make more booktube friends and get to know more of you and hear your TBRs and just read and grow together. I think it's going to be a really fun time. Like I said, I probably won't finish all of these books within a week of the Reading Rush, which is I think July 1st through the 28th, something like that. You'll probably be seeing more videos about Harry Potter once this Reading Rush is done because I don't know how I would finish everything within the week, but I'm really pumped really excited. I'm super excited about all of the crafts and the treats that I'm going to be making as well. And I'm also really excited because when my husband and I got married, one of the things I put on the registry was all of the Harry Potter movies, which I know super nerdy, but I did it anyway. And we received the movies and I've been so excited to watch them, but I had also really wanted to reread the books, and so I made like this pact with myself that I couldn't watch the movies until I reread the books. And so I'm super excited that I will be reading the books, watching the movies, making treats and crafts, and just that I get to be so immersed in the Harry Potter world for just a little bit this summer, and that I also get to grow closer to the booktube community. That's all I have for this video. If you can't tell, I'm like crazy excited. I'm going to try to make a video of me gathering all the supplies that I need for the reading rush, like to make the treats and the crafts. I think most people vlog their experience every single day of the reading rush. I don't know, like I mean I'll vlog every day. I don't know that I'll get them up that quickly, but I'll try. I'm still new to all of this and it takes me forever to edit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will link all the information down below for the reading rush if you want to join. I will also go on to readingrush.com or whatever it is, and I will create my own profile. And I don't know if you can like add friends on there or what, or how that works. I haven't actually looked at it yet. But if you can, please feel free to add me and be friends and to follow my progress, and I'll follow your progress throughout the week. Just be sure to leave in the comments down below if you will be participating, and if you are and you made a video of your TBR, then link that video. Or if you just want to like write down the books that you'll be reading, I would just love to hear what everybody else is doing for this reading rush, because I'm so excited to do a booktube community-wide readathon, I guess. Yeah, so I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye! Nux.